Hi there, guys. Welcome to another cozy, opinionated episode of the Siren Symptoms. It's your host, Siren Sims, and today I just want to chat. Something I've actually wanted to speak about for a long time, but I wanted to find like a perfect way to display my thoughts. I'm just like, you know what? Forget that. I'm just gonna talk. And if you guys resonate, you resonate. And if you don't, you don't. Like, we're all different people here. I wanted to talk to you guys about how in the Sims community, we have this thing where we like to judge other people openly. Like, everybody has inward thoughts, right? Like, don't like that. That's cute. That's not cute. Everybody judges what they see. They judge. We're not gonna act like nobody ever judges and if they're quiet. No. But we prefer quiet people because quiet people tend to hurt our feelings less. And I feel like the Sims community needs to adapt a little bit more decorum. And this is not to like say, oh, you can't have your opinion. You can have your opinion, okay? But a lot of times, y'all don't understand, a lot of people who play The Sims are introverted. There are definitely some extroverted people who play The Sims. But what I mean is, we're introverted people. Introverted people can be, not always are, because some of them are goth, and so they were to look if you butt, don't talk to him. But also they too, they're sensitive. We're all sensitive introverts here, and it doesn't matter how tough we are on the outside. We're introverted partially because we don't really care to have people give their opinion on us. So when we make Sims, we don't really care to have people make opinions on our Sims. We really don't. You know what I mean? And let me explain. I saw something today where someone said that they play the game, right? They play it with barely any CC, The Sims 3 in particular, right? And what happens is they used to post their game, but now they don't post it anymore. This is because they do not want to be judged. They don't want to be judged. So instead of being judged, they would much rather just hide out and play their stuff by themselves so that they can enjoy their game. Like, I have found out so much about this community that is unsettling and unsavory. Like, why? Why do we judge each other so harshly that some people feel like they would never make a child no matter how creative they are, right? Or they would never, post something on the X app or on Tumblr because they're just like, I don't want people to say something about me. And I've come across it, I'm just posting something for fun. It didn't mean for it to offend anybody, But what happens is that people just end up like getting upset because they're just like, well, it shouldn't look like this and it shouldn't look like that. So another example of this, right? Makeovers. Let's talk about that. Okay, Tokyo, if you're down below, please, because you and I both know we have our thoughts on this, but it's ridiculous. Like, I feel like if somebody, okay, let's say Sunset Valley, right? Iqbal, the man Iqbal. If somebody wants to give Iqbal a complete overhaul, meaning his hair ain't thinning no more, his head ain't that size, they want to give him a jawline, they want to give him poutier lips, they want to give him a little bit of definition on the cheeks, they can do that. Oops. Crazy that you can't stop people from doing what they want to do with their own game. Who'd have thunk? Now, like I said before, this is not to say that you can't have opinions. I'm not saying that. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, you are not allowed to say what you want to say because that's not fair to other people. Absolutely not. You are free to say, hey, I think you can make Iqbal a little more attractive with balding hair. Because, lot on SPU, some people like Stabler. Okay. You can, define him a little, give him a little definition, a little makeup without changing how he looks. You know what? You're right. And I do agree to a certain extent. Now, let me tell you to the extent where I agree and the extent when I disagree. The extent where I agree is this. So, when we go within the confines of the character and we try not to change too much, it's more of a challenge. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is we have to try a little harder to make them look good with what they already have. And it makes you better at create a sim. I'm going to tell you guys that. So if you want to challenge yourself to be better at create a sim, try to do a makeover of some townies in your favorite world without going too crazy with the sliders. It actually does make you better as a create a sim person. However, on the flip side, I feel like since this is their game, they could say, this is how they're supposed to look. For example, Cornelia Goth and Miss Agnes. They're fabulous. They're gothic. They have money. It's not giving that they look the way they look. No. One of them got fillers. One of them got Botox. Got their body done, got some lips or don't got lips, or got some boobies because they were in the Pamela Anderson generation. Like, come on now. They can, within the confines of don't be unrealistic, they could have gotten some work done. But also, they could get work done because they felt like getting them work done. Is that not okay? Personally, I feel like we can do what we want with them. We can make Cornelia pastel goth instead of gothic goth. Because we felt like it. We can remove the bangs from Agnes. Because it's like, okay, if you're going to remake Agnes, at least give her a hair with bangs. Why? We don't know why she got bangs. We have no idea why. It's not within her lore to have bangs. So if we want to, we don't have to. What I'm trying to say is, people are going to do what they want to do and you cannot stop them. You can have opinions, but sometimes my issue with the Sims community, okay, if we're arguing about the games, fine, I understand. We're arguing about which one is better and people are going to get really passionate about that. I understand the passion there. But the passion with people being upset with how other people remake Sims in their game, it's crazy. You can do it yourself, ma'am. You can do it yourself the way you want to. I say this all the time. One of the reasons I even made a YouTube channel is because I kept seeing things being done either on the commentary film side of YouTube or on the sim side of YouTube, and I thought I would do that differently. So I thought to myself, you know what? They say anybody can be a YouTuber. Let me try. So when I tell you guys, and I can help videos that I'm being a little snippy, when I say if you have a big problem, do it yourself, I don't necessarily mean that like, oh, freak you, feathers you, forget you, I don't like you. No. I'm saying if I'm not doing it what in your mind is right, you can do it yourself. That's why I made my channel, right? I felt like in my commentary side, on my commentary channel, always like below, I felt like people weren't having the opinions that I was having about TV shows and stuff. So I decided to make my own channel to talk about stuff and to be authentic and giving my actual opinions. Now it's YouTube, so you have to censor a certain bit. You have to filter a little bit. But at least now my thoughts are out there and I'm starting to find people that actually agree with me or are interested in what I have to say. Do it, guys. Make your own channel. Make your own Tumblr page. Post your own stuff. Now, to get a little bit different, slightly different topic, but not a tangent. In Cast Cartoons, I made Total Drama People. You can find them just going to Cast Cartoons playlist. I made all the original characters except Chef and Chris Klein. Just don't care to make Chris. And who am I gonna make Chef with if I don't make Chris? But I made Justin, and he's dark in game. He's darker in game, but the lighting that I had on lightened him considerably. You know, lighting can wash out skin tone. You know, like people have been comparing Beyonce's Now and Then because the lighting and the hair that she had on made her look almost non-black. And I say almost because she still said Beyonce, but people are like, why you should look like Kim Kardashian a little bit. And I'll admit, the first time I saw the picture, I had to do a double take because she did kind of look like Kim Kardashian. But a similar thing happened with Justin, so I even had to update his thumbnail just so people wouldn't be upset. I got one angry comment where somebody was just like, you know, telling me about orange tones and brown tones, and I don't know if this person was noir. Noir is the word I like to use for black because it's cute. I don't know if the person is noir or not, but I knew that, you know, they were a part of other marginalized communities, and I'm just like, I don't really care what kind of marginalized community you're a part of, but unless you're noir, I really don't, like, you're not gonna tell me about skin tone. Like, stop. Like, because Justin is a mixed boy, meaning in real life, if they made a live action full drama, don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't do it. You guys would ruin that so badly. He probably wouldn't end up looking exactly how he looked in the TV show, and y'all would be mad anyways. Like, who cares? Like, I had to like justify that he is that dark. It's just the lighting. But they were like, how about, it's like they're trying to say, how about you make him so dark that the lighting doesn't matter? It's like, first of all, I wasn't trying to make him Donald Trump orange because he's not orange. He is just brown, light brown. He's not dark skin, he's brown. He has blue eyes, right? He has straight textured hair. He's not fully black, he's mixed. I'm not gonna, you know, play games with his character. I made him how he's supposed to look. If the lighting explanation doesn't soften the blow for you, you have other issues that you need to figure out. It peeved me. I've made other videos talking about it, some casual videos talking about it, but it just kind of goes into how much we judge each other in this community for the stuff that we want to do with our Sims. It's crazy. Like, what is up with y'all? What's happening? Are you guys okay? Now, have I ever judged people? Sure, in my head. In my head, I'm like, I would have done that, or interesting makeover, or interesting way to make these people in The Sims cute. Not for me. I don't comment because I know why they did that. It takes a lot of time to make a Sim. A whole lot of time. Especially if you make pretty Sims. Now, the misconception is if you know how to make pretty Sims, you can do it quick. That's not true. That's not true. The only way that's true is if you have pretty base Sims, meaning you have thin Sims that all look good. So really all you have to do is just like add 4 pieces of makeup, the perfect hair, and find an outfit, and that's it. And even that might take 30 minutes, 20 if you're really quick. There is no 5-minute creative Sim for people who know how to make pretty Sims. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Okay? And so I just feel like we need to stop judging people for how they create Sims. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's weird. We can have a discussion about the type of Sims that people consider to be pretty Sims. I'm definitely open to having that conversation, and I will make a video about it a little bit later on. But let us not judge people on how they want to remake Sims because it's theirs. If you feel like somebody has a bias or prejudice, you do it yourself. Calling people out for Sims don't make any sense. You can call people out for storylines. Like, hey, how come every time you make a noir Sim, they're ratchet and mean, and all of your palm-colored Sims are soft and nice and angelic? That's weird. Like that. Complain about that. Something that looks super systemic. Or you can say, how come when you make Sims, the noses are always straight and as skinny as a stick? How come you haven't tried making a pretty Sim with a big nose? Are big noses not pretty to you? We can have that conversation. But just saying that because, you know, they tried to remake a sim that they are being like that on purpose, you don't know, guys. You don't know. But I do understand that some people come from the thing of some of the sims that people are making over have cultural ties and you remove their ethnic features. I agree with that, but that's not always where people are coming from. There are people who are like remaking random sims that have no cultural ties and people will still complain. That's what I'm talking about. Or remaking sims that are ambiguous and acting like they're from the evil tribe with Jackson 5 nostrils. That's not what I'm talking about here. So we can talk about the other one. I'll make another video talking about what I spoke about here at the end. But please let me know your thoughts. It's a cozy chat, okay? If you want the rest of your day, tell me your stories, horror or non, down below as it relates to being judged for your creative sim. And thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye, my sires. Sue.